guys, I hope you're all doing well. It is Saturday as I'm filming this. Yesterday was my last day of daycare for winter break. I always close for 2 weeks around the holidays. Last week I sent all the kids home with all the daycare kids home with a gift, and that was a Play-Doh kit that I made for them. I love doing sensory and Play-Doh kits as gifts for my daycare kids because it's fairly inexpensive. It's an educational toy for them, strengthens hand-eye coordination, it strengthens fine motor skills, and it's just a really great way to exercise their imagination and encourage creativity. So I'm going to show you guys my absolute favorite Play-Doh recipe that I've been using. It makes like really soft, squishy Play-Doh. Okay, so for this Play-Doh recipe, you're going to need 2½ cups of flour, 1 1/4 cups of salt, and 1 1/2 tablespoons of cream of tartar. You are going to add all of the dry ingredients together. Once you add all the dry ingredients together, you're going to want to mix it all together really well. Now that all of the dry ingredients are mixed together, I'm going to go ahead and do the wet ingredients. You can see there's little bits of Play-Doh in here. I've been using the same pot to make Play-Doh. But anyway, for the wet ingredients, you want 2 1/2 cups of water and 5 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Turn the stove on a low heat. Add the oil to your water. And then one secret that I use for extra squishy soft Play-Doh is glycerin. I just do a little squeeze of glycerin, stir it all together. Remember, it's on the stove, it's on low heat right now. You want it to be warm when you add your ingredients, so that way it mixes really well. At this point, you're gonna wanna add whatever food coloring that you're using for your Play-Doh. For this one, I'm doing the snowman kit, so I'm gonna use white food coloring. Mix it together. This is also a good point to add any other mix-ins that you want. I'm gonna go ahead and add some glitter to the pot. Mix it all up. So I add the dry ingredients. And then I mix really quickly to get everything mixed together. So it'll be all nice and smooth, no lumps, all mixed together really evenly. At this point you can add more glitter if you need to. You can add more food coloring if you need to adjust the color of your Play-Doh. Now that it's all really nice and smooth, I'll stop using the whisk and I switch to using a rubber spatula. And I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit to like a medium-low setting, and I'm just gonna start stirring constantly. I just keep stirring it constantly, making sure to scrape the sides of the pot and also scrape the bottom. You'll see it's slowly getting thicker. It's starting to look more like Play-Doh. You'll know that the Play-Doh is done when it's not sticky anymore. This is definitely not done yet, but just keep stirring it. It takes some muscle. We're getting there. Now you don't want to overcook your Play-Doh. As soon as it makes like a formed ball shape, you want to take it off of the heat, put it on a piece of parchment paper. The Play-Doh is warm coming out of the pot, but I never have found it to be too hot to where I couldn't immediately start kneading it. And kneading the Play-Doh is really important to getting it extra smooth and squishy, so don't skip this step. You might think it's good to go, but make sure you knead it. If your dough is a little bit too wet, you can put some flour on your hands and then work it into the dough. If your dough is too dry, you can put some glycerin on your hands and work that into the dough. I tend to like to put a little bit of glycerin on my hands when I'm kneading the dough. This recipe yields about 4 servings of Play-Doh. I put 2 servings of Play-Doh into 1 sensory kit, so this will make 2 sensory kits. I shape each portion into a ball. Alright, so the Play-Doh is now ready to play with or to store. In this case, I am giving these as gifts to my neighbors, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap them up in plastic wrap. If I know that the kids are not going to be playing with it right away, I will do a very small final coating of glycerin over the outside of it, just to keep it extra moist on the outside. You can add little decorations to the top of it before you package it up. I have these little snowflakes. Okay, now to actually assemble the kits, I have this little 3-compartment container that I got from HomeGoods. They came in a pack of 7 for about $6. I start off by putting just a little bit of white shredded paper. I'll take 2 of my Play-Doh balls, put them in here. You can add little bows or ribbons to your Play-Doh just to make it prettier. I'm going to add some more white shredded paper. Now you obviously can go outside and just like find sticks and twigs off the ground, but I did purchase this bag of twigs off of Amazon just because I had to make so many kits for the daycare kids. I just thought it'd be easier to buy them. Each kit can make at least 2 snowmen with the amount of Play-Doh that I put in, so I like to put in enough sticks for 2 snowmen. So 4 sticks total. These little silicone baking cups are great for holding all of the accessories that you put in the kit for the snowman. And then this is the fun part where you just get to be creative and add whatever you want to the kit. I have these little beads. We have buttons, sequins, pom-poms, googly eyes. You have different options for the nose. You can take an orange pipe cleaner and just cut off little pieces that they can use for a carrot nose. I also had these foam stickers that were in the shape of a square, but I cut them to make a triangle, and this is also something they can use for the nose. Basically, I just like to give them options. I don't want to like make it so cut and dry that there's really no creativity allowed. I like to make sure that they can use their imaginations and create whatever they want. Definitely want to make sure that you have eyes to go into your kit. I got these cute little snowman stickers from Marshalls. I like to add these to the kit as well, just because it goes with the theme. Whoops. I like to add pipe cleaners to each kit. The kids can use these for really whatever. You can add any other fun stickers that you have on hand. Little bits of red and green shredded paper can always be used for like a scarf or for hair on the snowman. Some more little fun stickers that I got from Michaels. You can add popsicle sticks. I got these adorable little mini evergreen trees to add to the kits. I really like these because these little pom-poms actually stick to it, so the kids can decorate the Christmas tree. I just thought that was kind of cute. You can add some mini cinnamon scented pine cones to the kit. I got this kit of charms off of Amazon, specifically for the gingerbread man kit. that I made. That kit has gingerbread scented dough and a little gingerbread cookie cutter, and then I like to add these little candy charms to it as well. But these are so much fun and kids really love them, so sometimes I'll just throw a couple of these into the other kits as well. That's basically all I'm gonna put into this kit. Well, they have their Play-Doh over here, the pipe cleaners, popsicle sticks, little scented pine cones, and these can actually be used to roll in the dough and make really fun little textures and patterns. And then over here you have the sticks for the arms for the snowmen, a couple of different stickers, some little candy charms. And then over here in the silicone baking cups are more stickers and pom-poms, and then just the assortment of sequins, beads, googly eyes, pipe cleaners, things that they can use to actually decorate the snowman. Making these kits is pretty inexpensive. Making the Play-Doh is really inexpensive, and then all these other things you can find at craft stores. When I bought a lot of this stuff from Michael's, they were having a half-off sale, but kids definitely love things like this. I've already had a ton of parents texting me saying that they got to enjoy a really peaceful afternoon while their kids played with these. Parents got to like read a book or just sit down and drink coffee while their kids played. But yeah, that is how I make my snowman kit. Another really easy craft idea that I do with my own kids and that I did with my daycare kids is this little paper plate picture ornament. So you just take a small red paper plate, glue on a little white paper doily, and then glue a picture of the child onto the front of it. So these are my kids last year, Ren and Milo. And then on the back, I like to do their handprints and then also put the date. I started theirs for this year. I already did their handprints. There's Ren and Milo's. It's fun to compare the sizes from year to year just to see how they grow. If you're a daycare provider and you make these for your daycare kids, it's really, really quick and easy, and parents usually love this kind of a thing. Another one that I've done in the past is this little mitten handprint ornament. You just take your child's handprint on a piece of paper and then you trace around it in the shape of a glove or a mitten. Make sure you leave room down here at the bottom for like this little cuff area where you can write their name and put the year. Again, tie some ribbon up at the top. And then a couple of other little fun crafts to do with your kids for Christmas. I just made these the other day. I have a whole bunch of pine cones. So I broke off the end of the pine cones and I glued on a little red pom-pom, some googly eyes. I stuck some brown pipe cleaners in the top. You can take a fine string or thread and wrap it around the pine cone underneath these little, what are they called?
Shell.
The shell. Yeah, you can wrap the little twine or string underneath. You can see it when I tilt it like this, but when you're looking at it from the front, you can't see it. So wrap it around, tie it at the top, and then you can thread another thicker piece of twine through it at the top to hang from the Christmas tree. I've only made 2 so far. They were kind of time consuming, but probably the more I make, the faster I'll get at making them. But these are so cute. So I have one for Ren and one for Milo. I'm gonna make another one for Nev. Another ornament craft that I like to do with my kids every year are these little cinnamon dough ornaments. These are super easy to make. I'll just leave like a link in the description box for a recipe, but it only takes cinnamon, glue, and applesauce, and then you punch a little hole at the top. You bake it, allow it to dry out until it's hardened, and then you put the string through it, and these smell so good. You can do any shape you want with any cookie cutters that you have on hand, but I like to do them in the gingerbread man shape. But yeah, those are all things that you can do with your own kids, or if you're a daycare provider, you can make these as gifts for the daycare kids, gifts for their parents. But yeah, hopefully this video gave you guys some ideas of things that you can do with your kiddos. If this video was helpful to you at all, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Make mom-related videos and daycare-related videos on this channel. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.